All right, here we go. What's going on, EOP sports fans? It's me. It's your boy, Sal G. And with me today, we got Rock Hoffman from EOP Sports and footballstories.com. He's down at the game. I heard High Hopes was just playing. Rock, the Phillies keep kicking ass.
They sure do. And, when you hear High Hopes, it's a win. Their 10th home win in a row, and I think it's 10 of 11 overall, something like that. A nice win. It was, vintage Zach Wheeler out there, 7 innings, 10 strikeouts, or 11 strikeouts, excuse me. His third double-digit strikeout game of the season for the Phils, and that was a great place to start. And then they got some 2-out lightning. You get 1 run in the 4th, and then a Bryce Harper home run in the 5th to kind of put the game out of reach. And then just for added excitement, a Schwarber bomb in the 8th inning as Schwarber clanged one off the foul pole in right field to extend the lead, and the Phils win it fairly easily tonight this afternoon here at Citizens Bank Park.
Yeah, it was a fun win. The Phillies keep rolling. It's a shame Alec Boehm's hit streak ends at 18 games. He had a nice run. Maybe it gives him a day off. Maybe they give him a day off. Thompson should probably give Castellanos a week off. But
actually, Castellanos was on base all 4 times tonight, 2 hits and 2 walks, a run scored. So he had a pretty decent night at the plate. I mean, if they can keep getting stuff like that out of him, maybe he can finally turn this thing around. So, I mean, that's the hope, right? I mean, especially with turnaround lineup for the foreseeable future, they've got to replace some of that production in, and Nick Castellanos would be a great place to do that.
Yeah, no, he had a nice game today. He had a nice opposite field hit, kept his hands in, hit that ball off the right field wall. Hopefully, this sparks something for him. We really need him going. With Turner out of the lineup, we need that production replaced.
Absolutely.
It's funny, we had Turner out of the lineup. Stott steps in, plays shortstop. I know he had an error, but in the first inning, made some nice diving ground ball, snow cone play, starts a double play off. He had himself a decent game. I know he had that error there, but we'll give him a pass on that one. That's where he started making his bones anyway, right at short. So
exactly. He also had a nice running catch down the left field line in the 9th inning, kind of an over the shoulder, looked like A.J. Brown or something out there making that catch. So that was a nice running play for him. Like you said, he started that double play in the first, which got the Phillies out of a little bit of a jam maybe. And it was his first action at short since the final game of the 2022 season, which was October 5th. So it's been a while for him at the major league level to be playing shortstop. He's been taking some ground balls there occasionally, but nothing like the real thing.
Mm-hmm. You see JT Realmuto now. He's up at the 2-hole in place of Turner. I don't mind him being up there. I know people don't like to have their catcher batting second, but JT's a different breed of catcher. So far, I like him up there at the 2 spot. What do you think about that?
Yeah, he's gotten some results there. He was 2 hits today, scored a run on Harper's home run. So it seems like it agrees with him a little bit. Although he will be off tomorrow when they play the Blue Jays, so he'll be getting a day off. and then we'll see where they go from there. And Thompson said he doesn't know who's going to be hitting second tomorrow.
Mm.
It'll be
Probably not.
interesting to see.
Probably not Castellanos though.
Probably not Nick Castellanos. Maybe they would. I don't know. Maybe they would bump Bohm up. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And the second hole, and then keep Harper in third. Marsh clean up, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting to see what they do with the lineup with Real Muto out of it for tomorrow's game.
Mm-hmm. If JT's going to be out, maybe tomorrow it wouldn't be the best day to give Bohm a day off. Probably could you can't have them both out of the lineup.
Although Thompson does like to mess with the lineup sometimes like that, so we'll see. Because they'll do these kind of strange things, and people like raise a ruckus about it. And then it seems like they go out and win the game, and the guy people are complaining about getting the start is the guy that's the hero. It's happened a few times in the last, since Thompson's been the manager for the Phils. That's happened that I paid attention to. So he does like to juggle that lineup. Interesting.
And he's to the extreme with the platoons. I mean, they're all lefties, all righties. Depending on which pitcher's up there. And it works. It's working for him. I mean, he's the winningest Phillies manager, I believe, with I think 40 games under the belt, with at least 40 games managed. So, I mean, he's one of the best managers we had. I mean, I know he's been here only a few years, but it seems like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I like the job he's done, and more importantly, I think the players really like playing for him, which I think is pretty important. So, that's a good sign, I think. And, I guess some people would say, well, they played last night. Maybe why would you give JT a day off after a night game? And this is a quasi day game, I guess, with a 4:05 start. I think that Wheeler, and I haven't confirmed this with anybody, I think Wheeler really likes pitching to JT because since he's been here, at least going back through last year, I think only like 2 or 3 times has he gotten a start where JT wasn't the catcher. So I really think that he wants to pitch to JT. So that's maybe why they did it this way and have JT play today and off tomorrow. Just my opinion, just kind of looking at the stats.
One thing for sure is Wheeler does not like to go on more than 4 days rest. He complained, I think, last week. He had a good start. I mean, by Wheeler's standards, it's a good start, but I guess in his mind, he could have done better.
Yeah, that's interesting because Nola was the same way. He was pitching on long rest, and their stats really don't back up their complaints. Although Nola really didn't complain about it in his start on Friday night, but Wheeler did at getaway day out in Anaheim last week. That we didn't really care for it, but they both pitched pretty well in that situation, and I think it might be more of just a psychological thing that they're creatures of habit,
right.
And every 5th day they're out there pitching, and then when they're not, they don't know what to do. They're probably climbing the walls.
Yeah, for sure. Another thing I found interesting, Rock. Harper's homered in 6 games this year, and the Phillies won all 6. So if the Phillies want to keep winning, all Harper has to do is hit home runs, and they'll win. So
yeah, and he was tied for the team lead briefly because when Schwarber hit his home run in the 8th, he retook the team lead. He has 9, and Harper has 8 on the season. And it's what he's done. Some people feel like Harper's kind of been a disappointment. He came into the game hitting .234, and obviously you'd like to see him hitting well and getting on base a little bit more. But I'm pretty happy with the job that Bryce Harper has done overall at the plate and certainly at first base. I mean, he's played first base like he's been there for his whole career, I think. So, I'm happy with what they're getting from Bryce Harper at this point.
Yeah, I mean, and everybody can't get hot at the same time. And if there's anybody you're not going to worry about on this team, it's Bryce Harper because he's going to turn it on. He's an on-base machine.
Yeah.
He's clutch. I mean, the guy's super money. He always has big hits, big homers, and big moments. So he's the one guy on the team I'm not worried about.
Yeah, he was 2 for 4 today with the home run, and it was interesting. In the 3rd inning, the Phils had 2 men on and 2 outs, and they're facing a guy who's making his major league debut uh, for the uh, for the Giants, Mason Black, who's a Scranton area native, Lehigh University grad, and lifelong Phillies fan. So he was kind of thrilled to be making his major league debut against his boyhood team. And so you think, all right, the 2 men on, 2 outs, they got him rattled a little bit. They did have a mound meeting, and Bryce swings at the first pitch and flies out to left field. Similar situation 2 innings later, swings at the first pitch with 2 men on. There weren't 2 outs, but there were 2 men on, puts it in the seats. So, um, great adjustment, I guess you could say, by Harper in that situation to get the Phils extended out to a 4-0 lead at that point.
Yeah, you mentioned Mason Black, local kid. Made his MLB debut from Scranton. Probably a big fan of The Office. I heard his favorite pitcher's Roy Halladay. It's a shame, it's tough spot for the kid. But I saw
Yeah.
Taryn Hatchard interviewed his family, and it was nice to see him there. It looked like he had 100 people show up for him. So, you know,
Yeah, they knew he was going to be making the start because for some injuries, and he'd actually been in town since Saturday. And I read that he was out. His girlfriend ran in the Broad Street Run yesterday, so he was out cheering her on, and then makes his major league debut today. Obviously, would have liked to go in better than 4 1/3 innings. He gave up 8 hits, 5 runs, walked 3, struck out 4, and gave up that home run to Harper.
All right, Rock. What else we got going on here? What's going on?
That's about it for me from down here. Obviously, the Phils continue this kind of weird homestand: 4 against the Giants, 2 against Toronto tomorrow evening, 6:05 start with the Phils obviously going with Christopher Sanchez. The rotation gets jumbled up a little bit, I guess, with the rest, but Christopher Sanchez will get the start, and then on Wednesday, a 1:05 game, Aaron Nola takes the hill for the Phillies.
Yeah, so it looks like they finally made the decision to put Turnbull in the bullpen, much to many fans' chagrins. But it's probably the right move because the guy doesn't have a lot of innings. You're paying Taiwan a crap ton of money.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a tough spot to be in.
And it's like a situation, and I relate it to the recently completed NFL draft. I mean, if a team drafts a guy in the first round, he's going to get a lot more shots than a guy that was an undrafted free agent or something like that. And, they've got, like you said, a long-term deal with Taiwan Walker and a 1-year deal with Spencer Turnbull. So who are they going to give more shots to? Obviously, they're going to give the shots to Taiwan Walker.
Yeah, and it's not a bad spot for the Phillies to be in. I mean, you got 6 capable arms. I mean, a lot of teams
Absolutely.
are killed for that right now.
Yeah.
The way, pitchers go down, they drop like flies. As sure as the sun comes up, pitchers are going to get hurt. That's just the way it is in baseball.
And I don't know, maybe it was somebody on one of the broadcasts or something like mentioned out the Phillies had, kind of come through April and season started in March unscathed injury wise, and then they lose a pitcher to the DL, Marte, and then Turner. So it's bitten them, and it can bite you real quick. So as the Braves found out, losing their ace so early in the season. Hey, I got to go. I'm going to have to head downstairs for the post-game stuff, but it was cool hanging out with you.
You too, Rock. Where can we find you at? What we got coming up next?
On footballstories.com, and we'll just have a new issue coming out, so look for that at your local Wawa's. I've got a story on Jay Accorsi, the recently retired head coach of Rowan University football. So that's what's coming up. And trying to think who the cover is. It's not A.J. Brown. It's Devonta Smith is on the cover after his big contract. And then so it kind of went to press a little bit before A.J. signed his big deal. But they're both in the picture, but the feature is on Devonta Smith. So check it out.
Look forward to that. Rock, appreciate it. Appreciate
All
hanging
right, cool.
in, man.
Thanks a lot, Sal. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
See you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Rock Hoffman down at the ballpark. Going to go ahead and check in on the post game. Looks like, or interview some of the players. That's cool to see. Let's go ahead. We've got some business to take care of here. I see the comments here are lit up, but that was a hell of a game, man. Phils keep rolling. Let's go ahead and thank our sponsors real quick. We got Streetlight Kitchen and Bar. and we're going to be there May 11th. Make sure you check us out there. The Fighting's final crew will be there. Some other EOP sports fans or sports content creators, contributors will be there. So definitely come check us out. It'll be a good time. Also want to give a shout out to Dolan's Bar, Sherry'sTickets.com, PhillySportsTrips.com, and Cherry Law Firm. With that, let's go ahead and break down the box score for you. All right. So the Phillies won 6-1 against the Giants, complete the 4-game sweep against them. And, oh man, I write so much stuff down, I never know where I'm at. It's a 6th straight victory for the Phils, 10-game home win streak for first time since September 2010. That's the longest in baseball this year. Phils banged out 10 hits, Giants had 5, Phillies had 1 error. Schwarbs, he went 2 for 4 with 2 runs, RBI, home run, and he walked. He hit that home run there late in the game to put the cherry on top for the Phils, make him give him the lead 6-1. JT Realmuto went 2 for 5, batting at the 2-hole for Trey Turner, went 1 run, 1K. Bryce Harper, the man, the myth, the dad power, dad strength. 2 hits, 1 run, 2 for 4, 3 RBIs, and that bomb home run. Alec Boehm. It's a shame he went 0 for 4. That 18-game hit streak snapped. But you know what? Go ahead, Boehm. Go out there. Have yourself another hit streak. Why not? You're batting .349. Get it done. Brandon Marsh, my boy, 1 for 4, 1 run. Nick Castellanos, he did have himself a game. He went 2 for 2 with a run, 1 RBI, and 2 walks. So it's nice to see Nick walk. He doesn't do it often. And he also hit a ball the opposite way. He said he really dug in on that at bat, kept his hands in, drove that ball far. Let's hope this is the start of things to come, better things for Nick. If we're going to need his bat for sure. And Harper's getting hot at the right moment too. With Turner out, we need all hands on deck. Stott, he went 0 for 3 with a walk. And we had Johan Rojas, who's slowly dropping back down with that batting average, 210 with a K. Still has great defense though. He made a nice play in the game where he almost threw the runner out. If that ball was just a little closer to the plate, where JT didn't have to stretch for it, he probably would have got him out. But I wasn't expecting that play to be as close as it was. Rojas gunned it in there. Hell of a play. I wish he would have got him. Let's say, if Rojas isn't having a good game with the bat, I think we can always count on him with the glove. He's got that Gold Glove defense, and let's not forget, Stott, like Rock was saying, hasn't played shortstop in 2 years. Went out there, had a heck of a performance. I know he had the error, but that first inning where he dove, made that snow cone grab on that diving play, on that grounder, turn 2, get the double play to get out of the inning, get Wheeler out of that jam. Because the first 2 men got on base. You didn't know what to expect when the game first started out. Obviously, Wheeler had a hell of a game. Speaking of Wheeler, well, shoot, all he did was win 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, none earned, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts. Yeah, and he's got a 1.64 ERA. And guess what? Wheeler also won his 5th consecutive start. He's crushing it. He's doing great. Phillies starting pitchers, they just continue to, it seems like they just continue to try and outpitch each other. It seems like it's a great, friendly, healthy competition when these pitchers just try and outdo each other every night. It's great to see. Love it. What else? The Phillies, right? 36 game start since 1995, 25-11. Oh yeah, and they have the best record in Major League Baseball. Not bad, guys. Not bad. They've won 10 of the last 11, in 17 of the last 20. Also won 11 in a row against National League West opponents, breaking a franchise record. 11 in a row. Doesn't sound like a lot, but the NL West has been notoriously tough for the Phillies over the years. I mean, shoot. Hell of a game. I want to get some of these comments, man. I'm not ignoring you guys. I see we're all fired up here. Elephant in the Room says, great sweep. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights checking in. Hey, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy Monday indeed. It was a great one. It was fun to see. Star Wars checking in. Nice sweep. Steve saying, can't believe it's 14 years since they had a 17-3 stretch. It's crazy. It's amazing to see. Their record right now is better than the World Series winning teams of 1980 and 2008. Just think about that for a second, guys. Star Wars says 4-game sweep. 10 struck out for Wheeler. Oh, no, sir. You're missing. He had 11. He had 11 there. Don't cheat my man a strikeout. Steve says, as long as we ain't turning into the Braves. Never that. Yes, it was 11 strikeouts. Walter says, a 4-game sweep of the Giants. I can't remember the last time that happened. I can't either, especially when the Phillies played those Barry Bonds-led Giants, when they had some fantastic teams. Didn't they win a World Series? I want to say, I don't know if they did or not. I know they went to the World Series with Dusty Baker, but Daniel Berry's saying, yo, what up, cuz? All right, let's see what's going on. I got some more ads for you guys. I know you love that. We're ready for it. We love our sponsors. Let's support them. You know what this is? May 11th coming up, Saturday, day before Mother's Day. Come on out. Bring the wife, girlfriend, or don't let the wife know you're bringing out the girlfriend. Nah, I'm just playing. Whatever you want to do, come out to the Streetlight Kitchen and Bar. And ladies, bring your guys too. Everybody's welcome here. Streetlight Kitchen and Bar, free ticket giveaway. That's right. We're giving out free tickets versus Miami for the game on Friday, June 28th. You get 2 tickets to the game. Come on out. We're at Drexel Brook Event Center, the Holiday Inn and Suites. It's the bar inside there. You can't miss it. They got a beautiful layout there. The patio outside is awesome. They have a huge, big screen TV there. I can't wait to watch that. Check that out. Hopefully the weather's nice enough. Maybe we'll be out there doing the pre and post game show from that patio. So I'll be there, and all our other Fighting's Final crew will be there, and I'm sure some other EOP content creators and talent will also be there in attendance. Come say hi to all of us. We'd love to see you there. Check some more of these comments here. Mike Green says, well, this was a complete game today. Can't say anything. Mike, you Giants fan? Because everything was great about today's game. Steve says the real test for the series was against Webb, and that was passed. Yeah, Webb is a great pitcher. Maybe he had an off day, or maybe just this Phillies team is so darn hot that, no matter who we're facing, we're gonna get some runs on you. Not many other tests this month, except maybe Texas. Could be 43-5 by end of the May. Wouldn't that be crazy? 43 wins by May. That's 2 months. We're not going to win. We're like on a 120 game win pace. We're not going to win 100 games, but coming into the season, I said we were going to win one more than last year. And I can't remember the exact number last year, whether it was 92 or 93. I think it was 92. I said they were going to win 93 this year. They're going to win over 100 if they keep this up. Maybe 105, 110. I mean, that would be tremendous. I'm not going to get carried away, but 100 games, sure within realm of possibility here. Steve says gives them some cushion to struggle. Eventually they will at some point. Everyone does. You're right. It's baseball, Steve. Regression to the mean happens all the time with wins, with player stats. Regression to the mean, it can be a positive regression and negative regression. So it's it's baseball, the law of averages, right? It doesn't show up more than this game. Let's beat the Blue Jays. Let's go. We got a 2-game series with them. I guess what we are doing. I thought I read something where it says every team plays each other, right? At least I guess 2 times. We at least have a series because there's no more interleague play. We just play everybody all the time. Everybody plays everyone at least. I would say at least once, but 2 games I guess is the minimum for the series. Elephant in the Room says we'd like to see him do some damage against Barrios. Yeah, he's a good pitcher, for sure. And that's another good test for the Phils. We hear a lot of people saying, "Well, they're not playing anybody good." Everybody plays everybody. We're all play. If everybody's playing everybody, then everybody's playing against the same. You could say crappy teams that the Phillies are playing against. But what are the Phillies doing against the crappy teams? They're beating them, and they're beating them handedly, smoking them. That's what good teams do. Really good teams beat the bad teams. Steve says, I don't like hip tightness that can linger and last for weeks, if not months, if not handled correctly. I guess we're talking about Bohm here, Steve. Yeah, I agree. I think Bohm is probably going to have a much deserved day off. Probably not going to be tomorrow, though, with JT out of the lineup, like Rock was saying, because you're going to have Stubbs coming in. But I'm sure he's going to have a day off soon. But you never know. With the way Topper makes his lineups, he could just take all the righties out. Let Cody Clemens play a couple games at third. Yeah, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm down. Walter says Giants will end series with Brutes Bochy. 10, 12, and 14 lost to Angels, and I believe 0-2 with Bonds. Oh, okay. They win the series with Bochy 10, 12, 14. Yeah. How did I not know? Oh, my God, they won 3 times. All right, shoot. Won the series. Yep. Say Tony. I'm sorry. I can't say. Tony Woods said great job for the Phillies and and Wheeler. I was gonna say Wiener. That's not right. It's Wheeler. Yeah, it was. Sweep. Yes, sir. The sweep is on. All right, guys. Got another ad for you here. Let's go ahead and show you this one. This is a good one too. I promise. Hey, it's coming up here, guys. We got the ultimate trip. Come on out. PhillySportsTrip.com. Baltimore, June 15th, 2024. Are you going to be there? I want to be there. My wife ain't going to let me go, but no. But seriously, if you could make this trip, man, it's 90 minutes down the road. Go for it. Take a trip with Philly Sports Trips. If you're a Phillies fan, you want to travel with your favorite team, travel with the best. PhillySportsTrips.com. Self-travel packages and full travel packages available with round-trip flights for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, Sixers, and the Union. They even offer day trip for more local games. Go to PhillySportsTrip.com and you sign up immediately and you tell them EOP sent you. And don't forget about this one coming up. Look at this. Chicago Cubs, Wrigley Field, July 3rd through the 7th. This is during the 4th of July week. Come on out. Ultimate trip. Come on. Why not do Baltimore and Chicago? Go big this summer. Go big. All right, everybody. And I wanted to say one thing. Please make sure you like, share. Before in the past, I would say comment. You can I want you to comment, but we want you to share our content. Please like it, and please subscribe if you haven't already done so. It helps us out, and when you share, you let other people know what out there that might not know about EOP, the great content we have here for you. The Fightins Final. We got Phil Stifle doing his daily morning show Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. We had draft coverage for the NFL. We got draft coverage for MLB coming up. Draft coverage for the NHL coming up. You don't want to miss that. Come on out. Tell everybody. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Tell them EOP sent you. Let everybody know what we got going on. All the sports. We cover everything here. Everything. All right, everybody. Oh, oh, got to do this, man. You know what? And it's been like over a week since I've been on here with you guys, man. I feel like it's been forever. I appreciate being back on here with you. And you know what? Following EOP, why not follow your boy Sal G at Sal G Philly on the X on the Twitter? Give me a follow. We'll shoot the shit, talk about baseball, life, funny stuff. I like to do it all. I'm a wannabe sports guy, wannabe comedian, wannabe actor. Why not? You know? All right, we got to go to the Broad Street bottom line. What's going on, guys? Rock and I at the top of the show, we went through a lot of stats, a lot of big numbers for you guys. Phillies are tearing it up, man. They're really doing well. The best baseball I've seen in a long time. This is fun to watch, man. When you're covering this, don't let anybody tell you anything different. Nobody likes to cover a crappy team, right? Nobody likes to watch crappy games. You want to watch fun, competitive, winning baseball. And this team is a cohesive unit. You see these guys game after game, how they all interact with each other, the love they share for each other. Man, I was watching them on ESPN last night. How cool was that, man? Marsh was in left field doing the interview. Like that dude's so cool, man. He went and started a band with some of the boys on the team. That was one of the questions thrown at him. Dude's so chill. After they win, whoever gets interviewed, gets the daycare treatment. They get, sunflower seeds dumped on them, water dumped on them, Skittles thrown at them. I don't know. They do all that crazy stuff. They're having fun though, man. Every time they go on base, first base, they got a little dance. Second base, they do a dance. Third base, they got the eyes, right? They do them all. They're having fun, and it's fun to see. Um, 2008, and I'm rocking them right now. 2008 will always be my team because I wasn't born in '80, right? And so I lived through a lot of shitty baseball. 93 is when I got into them. I was 12, right? Just learning about the game. So I'm not a bandwagon guy. I was a kid, right? Give me a little bit of a break here. But that's when I fell in love with the Phillies, right? 93. That team wasn't supposed to go anywhere. So I kept chasing that year after year, right? In 94, I think they were pretty solid, but then they had to strike. And in 94, 95, they got off hot because I was looking at some of the stats, but I don't think they did anything 95. And then they just stunk for years until uh, the early, mid 2000s when they started picking up. In 2008, when they won that championship, that was the first title I saw in Philadelphia out of the four major sports. So that's my team. I know a lot of people are going to say, this team is more fun, and it might be, but that team for me, that just seeing that winning baseball, that they were my guys. But this team, these guys, is pretty darn close. I love this crew, seriously, I really do. Um, Phillies have scored at least 5 runs in 9 of the last 11 games. So if they keep scoring 5 runs a game with this pitching we got, they're going to be tough to beat for sure. Phil's had 24 wins in 35 games coming into the game. We're the third most by the franchise. And then, like I said, that's beating the 1980 squad that had 20 wins at the time. 2008 had 20 wins at the time. Check these stats out. Coming into this game, and I'm sure the numbers are still going to be where they are. Wins 18. Well, let's add another one because Wheeler just got one. 19 starting pitch. These are starting pitching stats. They have 19 wins, first in Major League Baseball. K's for a starting pitcher, 225. It was first in baseball. It was 214 coming in. Wheeler just added another 11. Probably still first in baseball. Innings, 207 coming into the game. First. We say Thompson don't let guys go. He doesn't let them go innings. They got the most innings by starting pitching staff in Major League Baseball. ERA, 2.65. That went down. They were second. And maybe they're in first now with ERA. Quality starts. They had 20 coming in. They just added another one. That's 21. And they were second in quality starts coming into the game. I mean, this pitching staff, whew, we knew they could hit coming in. We knew they could hit. That wasn't a question, right? We knew they were going to hit. I didn't know they could do this with the pitching, right? I knew Wheeler was a stud. Nola, was like, well, he's a number two, right? Ranger, turning on another level right now. He's the number two pitcher on this squad. Not Nola, it's Ranger now. And then you got what Turnbull was doing, right? Cinderella story with Spencer Turnbull. He didn't pitch a lot of innings last year, right? And I know there's a lot of people hating Thompson. We're just hating on Taijuan Walker, saying, why are we putting this guy in? Leave Spencer Turnbull in. And I agree, you can leave him in. But for how long are you going to be able to leave him in for? You're going to burn him out. If I just burped, you caught it. You heard it on camera. So apologize, excuse me. But Turnbull, right? He only went like 30, 40 innings last year. What's he going to give you? He only give you like 40, 50 on top of that at most. 80, 81 innings. You could pitch him. I'm cool with pitching him until you burn him out like a shooting star. But you got him signed to a 1-year deal for $2 million right now. And you got Taijuan Walker making $18 million. And that's not the only reason why I'm saying Taijuan Walker should be in there. But you got Taijuan Walker for another 2 years. So as a manager, you're just going to kill this kid's confidence and say, yo, Taijuan, sorry, dude, you're out. What's that say? What's that say to him? What's that say to the club? Remember, he's a manager. Think of it as a job. Manager at a job. You want to keep confidence high with these guys. You don't want to just throw them out there or bench the dude and say, well, man, see ya. And then what? You're going to tell him 6 weeks later, yeah, man, we really need you again. The Phillies aren't in a bad spot. Having 6 pitchers that can pitch, starters, because we know they go down. We are just saying at the top of the show, starting pitching goes down a lot. Guys get hurt. So, the saying from Jurassic Park, life finds a way. That happens with pitching all the time. It just happens. So it's going to work itself out one way or another. I mean, Sanchez right now, he's struggling a bit. Maybe right now, what Thompson said, and everything is fluid and everything's subject to change, right? Card subject to change. It's the asterisk you see at the bottom of an ad, right? For a fight or something, because things can happen anytime. For a wrestling match, card subject to change. With Thompson, it is subject to change. Right now, Turnbull is in the bullpen, and I'm fine with that. Taijuan's been fine these past 2 games. He's fine. He was fine yesterday. So if we could do that, and remember, just think of Taijuan. He's not your ace. He's your 4 or 5 guy. That's it. You're giving a lot of money to a 4 or 5 guy, but aside from that, it's fine. Just pitch him. Let me check some of these comments out here. Star Wars, 14 games over 500. 2-run home run by Bryce. Ellis says he saw the 80 team. My man. Oh, that must have been awesome, man. I was a Mike Schmidt guy, but I was 7 years old when I was introduced to Mike Schmidt, with the powder blues. I was getting those baseball cards, the Topps cards with the wood grain background. That's still my favorite card background to this date, that wood grain. That wood grain, you saw in all paneling. Like my house, look at the paneling. This is 1987 Topps right here. You saw that on all walls in the 80s, the basement walls, and you saw that on all station wagons in the 80s. Phil Stifle, what's up, Phil? We're just talking about you earlier, man. My man Phil, he's got that morning show here on EOP Sports Monday through Friday, 8 to 9:30 a.m. Have you checked it out? If not, what are you waiting for? Can they sustain this level of winning? Phil says. I don't see why not, Phil. I mean, there's always going to be regression, right? They're going to lose games. It's going to happen, right? They're going to have a cold stretch. We're going to say, what the hell? They suck. Fire Thompson. Bryce Harper blows. There's probably going to come a stretch where that happens. They're on pace for 120 wins. They're not going to win 120. We'll be real. But I said they were going to win 93. It looks like they're on pace to win more than 93 for sure. Can they sustain it? This pace? Probably not. But if it's because they're not going to win 120 games, and that's the pace they're on. But 100 games now, I don't think it's a stretch. I could see it happen. Ryan Swope, Phillies are not good. Are you a hater? Are you trolling me? What's going on, bro? Come on, man. Phillies are not good. Stop. LJ Lava, and they need a center fielder. We got him, man. We got him. Johan Rojas. I know he's struggling right now. Powder Blue's greatest jersey ever. That was my favorite. I love him. A lot of people don't love him. I love him. I'll take them over the shitty Connects any day. Excuse me, City Connects. Haha, Ryan says, haha, JM. I wanted to see your reactions. The Phillies are incredible. Got you guys. Roll those eyes at me. Haha. All right, Ryan. All right, you got me, man. You got me. I thought you were I figured you were either Braves fan, because I know sometimes the Braves fans like to check in here. Figured you might have been a Braves fan or a Giants fan or just a Philly hater, man. But no, I appreciate it. Everybody, thank you for checking in, man. Appreciate this. Let me go ahead. Got another ad for you here. Let me go ahead and pull this one up. Phillies fans, Philadelphia sports fans. Sherry'sTickets.com is easy to use and has no hidden fees. That's right, no hidden fees. The price you see is the price you pay. Pay less and play more with Sherry'sTickets.com. Save even more by using the exclusive promo code EOP10. And don't pay those hidden fees. You know what I hate more than anything? When you go ahead and put tickets, right? Wherever you buy your tickets, that's not Sherry's Ticket Town. You buy those tickets, you put them in the cart, and you go to your cart, and you see the price, and you got the little timer, and it's timing down, and you're pulling out your credit card because you got a minute and 37 seconds left to put it in. And then you see the price, and all of a sudden there's like $20 extra added on, surcharge fees, convenience fees, BS fees. Yeah, all those fees. Nah, not with Sherry'sTickets.com. We don't have that here. We don't have that at Sherry'sTickets.com. And if you don't like using the internet, I don't know who doesn't like using the internet at this point, but if you're old school, like my dad, that's just cool. Call them up, 610-494-5050. Sherry'sTickets.com also has great theater and concert tickets that are hard to get your hands on. Remember, don't overpay and use that promo code EOP10. It's a lively bunch, man. We got a lively crowd here. See, when we win, man, this is what we see. I guess when we lose, too, you see a lot of comments, too. Mike Green says it's fun now to stand and watch, but pump the brakes and just enjoy the ride till the All-Star break, then watch. I mean, I can't pump the brakes, man. I got to react. That's my job, man, is to react. But I'm not saying oh, they're going to win the World Series, but they're definitely a contender. We can't say they're going to make the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs. Look, anything can happen. You can't predict injuries, and that unfortunately that crap happens. Nobody was going to predict what happened to Trey Turner. Hopefully, it's 6 weeks. That's the minimum. Could be 8, could be 10, but we need him back. That's for sure. Ryan says, I'm not getting my hopes up too high until they play the Dodgers Braves. At least they are nesting the teams they should be hearing. That's huge. They're doing what they have to do. They're beating the teams. I got you. Mike Green says, not you, brother, in general. No, I hear you. I hear you, Mike. It's all good. I mean, it's cool. I get it. I'm not trying to get ahead. I'm not drinking the red Kool-Aid. I know. I'm rocking the hat. I didn't say we're winning the World Series. I'm not going to say that. But I think we can get there. You're good, Ryan. All good, my man. Oh, I got it. You're right. Enjoy the ride. Let's have fun with the ride. And it's gonna be like a roller coaster. We're gonna have your ups. You're gonna have your downs. You're gonna have a stretch. When they have these winning streaks. You're gonna have losing streaks. It's baseball. I saw the Oakland A's put up 20 runs. Was it against the White Sox yesterday or the other day? That's the A's. They put up 20. That's the A's. They're not a good team, but it happens. It's part of baseball. We got one more read for you here. We're gonna call it a show. Man, I'm going long, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate it. Got my man here, David Cherry, David R. Cherry, Esquire. If you get hurt at work in a motor vehicle accident, personal injury, or affected by criminal law, you call David R. Cherry of the Cherry Law Firm. He handles workers' compensation, motor vehicle accidents, like I just said, personal injury, criminal law. Call 610-565-0300 or go to cherryinjurylaw.com. Let David R. Cherry fight for your rights. Again, that number is 610-565-0300 or go to cherryinjurylaw.com. Man, let me go ahead and round the bases with you guys. All right. So the Phillies were the early game today. They were the first team to play. So right now we got in the top of the fifth, we have the Tigers versus the Guardians. That's 1-1. And in the middle of the third, well, we're going to say it's going to be the bottom of the third coming up. It's 0-0 Angels at the Pirates. Middle of the second, we have the White Sox at the Rays. They're tied at 0. And bottom of the first, we have the Brewers at the Royals. That's 0-0. Game about to just get underway is going to be the Padres at the Cubs. And we have the Mariners and the Twins about to get underway as well. Excuse me. In about 30 minutes, we have the Mets that are going to be at the St. Louis Cardinals. And at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Time, we have the Rangers that are going to play those home run hitting, baseball smashing Oakland A's I was just telling you about that scored 20 runs yesterday. At 10:10 p.m. Eastern, we have the Marlins at the Dodgers. And we have your Fightins over the Giants, completing the 4-game sweep 6-1. Man. That's right, Mike Green. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for hitting it. And please, everybody, do like Mike. Sorry, you want to be like Mike? I want to be like Mike. Hit that like button. Please share the content. Please subscribe. Come check out all our content. Check out me on Twitter, man. Hope you guys are following me at Sal G Philly. All right, what can we say about this team, man? I mean, breaking it down. What we got coming up? Let me show you what's going on here. On the Fightins final, we have the series coming up with the Blue Jays little 2-game set. Just quick hop in and out of town here for Toronto. That stinks for them. Tomorrow we got Pat Bernard. He's going to be doing the Fightins final. And then on Wednesday we have our boy Matty B. He's going to be doing the final against this short and sweet 2-game set against the Blue Jays. Here's your weekly lineup, man. Let's see what I got going on here. Oops. This is our content here. Hope you can all see this. I can see this all right. Check out, look what we got here, man. We got a whole bunch of shows for you. Stacked lineup. Today's only Monday, man. Oh, man, the week just started. Hope everybody's week's going well, man. I'm just trying to get through it. Just trying to get through the week, man. I'm a little under the weather. Here, and I'm doing 50 minutes. 50 minutes with you guys. So, like Michael Jordan, I play my best when I'm feeling ill. Check us out. Look what we got. We got trending in the AM tomorrow morning. Fairway to Heaven, 6 p.m. Kelly Green Hour, Birds of the Round Table, Chalk Talk, Fighting's Final. And you see the rest here. I'll leave that up for another second. About to wrap up here. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all hanging with me. Tomorrow, who we got going? I know we're playing Toronto. I should have this right off the bat, man. Tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. I didn't see any sun today, so let's hope it comes out tomorrow. That's right. We got that boy Jose Barrios going against Christopher Sanchez. The Sanchez, Christopher Sanchez. See if he can get it going tomorrow. Keep that win streak going. Everybody, appreciate you all hanging in with me today. We'll talk to you guys next time. Have a good one. Peace. I can't find. Ah, man, I always do this. Go. See you guys.